Hello, my name is Brianna Walker, and my presentation is on interpersonal communication and the group dynamic of competition. Interpersonal communication is imperative to the progress of group dynamics. People join groups personally and professionally out of need or desire. For example, working for a company out of the need for financial resources and or joining a volunteer organization out of desire to better the community. With multiple personalities, common sense perspectives, and beliefs of good, arguments of opposition are unavoidable. This study will research how competition weakens the connection between two or more persons and the interpersonal tools that can be used to build more productive relationships. Interpersonal communication is defined as the good of the relationship. The relationship is first and foremost, and it is the good that is promoted and protected. Some relationship group types are romantic, family, consisting of parents, children, grandparents, aunts, uncles, and cousins, professional, and volunteer. Examples of competition can and do exist in each group type listed. I will investigate why individuals place winning in front of protecting and promoting the good of the relationship itself. Relationship roles and responsibilities are very important to the health of the relationship. Face-to-face communication for clarity and impact by the Harvard Business School states, establish your credibility by making and then fulfilling commitments and cultivating trusting relationships both within and beyond your organization. Relationships call for individuals to be responsible to their roles. There are basic responsibilities such as honesty and keeping commitments that should be the foundation of all relationships. When an individual plays the role of a parent or committee member in an association, there are specific relationship responsibilities such as providing encouragement and compassion at the appropriate times. These acts work to build and protect the relationship. Competition and relationship transformation. This quote states the communication ethics problem I will investigate. We tear ourselves apart with the mistaken belief that we must decide between two opposing forces, independence or interdependence. We believe we have to either stand on our own 2 feet as individuals to make a mark and achieve recognition, or sacrifice our uniqueness and perspective in order to accommodate a larger whole, a company, a family, a community. I will research potential causes of competitive nature within group relationships. Unethical demand, such as interpersonal colonization, in relationships can be applied as a cause of competition. Interpersonal colonization is termed as the dark side of interpersonal relationships and attraction in our textbook. Persistent demand without attentive change from the other moves interpersonal communication from relational attentiveness to relational obsession and control, terminating an interpersonal communication relationship that gives way to a darker, more insistent form of interpersonal interaction. Obsession and control are forms of competition. Individuals become so obsessed with winning and having control in relationships they lose sight of the relationship itself. Relationship evaluation is one of the steps to take in sustaining the importance of the relationship and eliminating the unhealthy and unethical practice of competition. Evaluation begins with self and asking the question, what am I doing directly or indirectly to contribute to the communication problem of competition? The self then evaluates the other, and then both parties or parties, if speaking in the environment of a group, must determine the appropriate amount of distance that is needed so all parties can contribute to the relationship. Without conversation, there is no relationship present. However, individuals must understand their role in the relationship, and they must have the opportunity to make the contributions to support that role in the relationship. And distance can provide that evaluation time or activity necessary to determine what's missing or what activity is too much in the relationship in terms of competition. If you're communicating with someone and you're consistently trying to one-up them, so to speak, if they talk about an accomplishment and instead of congratulating them, you're coming back with a response of what you've accomplished, sometimes that can be a form of unhealthy competition. Sometimes a friend or a family member or even a coworker or a group member is simply looking for support, a word of congratulations in terms of their achievement, and not necessarily trying to compete as far as who has the most achievements. So that's just another example of how competition can influence a relationship and how that appropriate amount of distance can enhance the relationship and strengthen it. This concludes my presentation. I would love to hear about your group experiences where competition was a factor. Thank you for listening and watching. I look forward to your feedback.